Hey guys, and let's go to live. Come on, load. There we go. Okay. Hey Miles, hey guys. Sorry I'm late. Wanted to go ahead and stream today since I wasn't able to yesterday. First of all, I wanted to kind of address the reaction to my video yesterday talking about my political beliefs. To be fair, I didn't exactly expect a good reaction from it, but the reaction I got from some of the people was a bit much. So I want to kind of talk a bit more about why I believe what I believe. Hey Benjamin, how you doing tonight? So, yeah, I'll go ahead and give a recap of what I talked about in the video. So, I'm doing good, Benjamin. I'm doing good. So what I talked about in the politics video was that I'm more of a moderate than anything else. I don't like leaning to the left or the right because nobody has the complete answers for anything. Greg is here. Hey Irish Lass, how you doing tonight? Glad to see you. So yeah, what do you mean don't do a boogie? I'm not really the kind of guy that likes to take sides because, frankly, neither side has it completely right. I'm just saying, I mean, 95% of what the left and the right say they think should happen is okay, but you've got that 5% that's just off the wall, kind of nutsoid. And I don't like that part. I'm not going to subscribe wholly to one side or the other when part of their ideas are not that beneficial. Taking a middle ground doesn't mean rationalism. It does in my mind. In my mind, it does, because if you're not willing to compromise on both parts of a situation, both parts of an issue, you're not going to find something that everyone will benefit from. Keep shirt unbuttoned. Nah, it was bothering. Dang it. There we go. Got my collar fixed. I don't really like having when I say I'm a moderate, can I elaborate? Okay. First of all, when it comes to abortion and pro-choice issues versus pro-life, I do believe that the sanctity... Sorry, my hair is a bit messy. I do believe the sanctity of life is paramount. However, I don't think that Planned Parenthood and other organizations should be disbanded because of one aspect of their services, because they do provide contraception for those who need it. Screenings for women that really can't afford it anywhere else. There are a lot of issues that go into defunding or disbanding a place like Planned Parenthood. And so I don't agree with abortion. No, I don't think life should be treated as something you can just toss away. Now, I do believe that anyone can adopt and anyone can put a child up for adoption. I don't believe that you have to keep the kid if you don't want it. Just don't kill it. I don't care if you take it to a hospital, take it to a fire department, or make arrangements for the hospital. What's my opinion on military spending? We need to stop focusing on that specifically solely when it comes to government spending versus diplomacy and trade and stuff like that. Because if we manage to round out everything rather than just putting everything into our guns and our soldiers and our borders and everything else, we're going to create better relations with the nations around us, the nations across the ocean, and it's going to end up creating a better situation than just walling ourselves in. Ash, I have not been removing any comments. I don't know exactly where you're coming from with that. I have not actively removed any comments from any of my videos. If anything has been removed, it's probably the stupid YouTube censors because, frankly, I have no control over that. And, it is what it is. But I do not actively remove comments just because they disagree with me. On principle. On principle. That's it for that. But no, when it comes to military spending, I don't think that should be the only thing we focus on. Yeah, it's okay to keep our military up to date so that way, if need be, we can repel foreign threats. But we don't need to necessarily beef ourselves up to the point to where we seem like a threat to other nations either. I just don't think it's something that needs to be done. I don't think that it's needed. What is my opinion on homelessness and the opioid crisis? Now, okay, first I want to address the homelessness issue, and then I'll address opioids first. I have a friend who suffers from chronic pain, and because of this, he is seeing a pain management specialist, and he's been given pills after pills after pills after pills after pills for the pain, but he doesn't get treatment. He doesn't get therapy. He gets injections that are supposed to help, and they're a temporary fix. But because here in Ohio, at least in the county I live in the surrounding counties immediately around it, they've decided not to approve opioids. They have decided to not, the doctors around here have decided not to apply to be able to prescribe medical marijuana, and there are no dispensaries in the counties surrounding my area. So your lips look like they're being controlled with a string on each corner. To be fair, Benjamin, I've always thought that how my mouth moves is weird too. I just didn't know how noticeable it was until people started pointing it out on TikTok. But because I had to learn to speak, over the course of 5 or 6 years, whereas most children learn by the age of 2 or 3, I learned by the age of 6 how to speak clearly. My speech is really just weird. Actually, I have about 98% speech ability compared to most people. So that might be why my mouth tends to twitch in the way. How are you on the left-hand side of the political spectrum when you don't approve of... I do approve of adoption. I don't approve of abortion. Oh, you meant abortion. Because most of the issues that they agree with, I agree with. It's just some of the issues I do not agree with, like abortion or expanded government. Now, I believe certain parts of the government's functions should be expanded to benefit all people, not just some. But I do believe most of the government's functions should be limited to governance and nothing more. If we get to the point where everything is controlled by the government, we become a bureaucracy and not a republic. We become ruled by we become ruled by whatever pen writes the laws that day. And that's bad. But let me address the homelessness crisis, because let me tell you something. The one thing that I really do not agree with is how is my position on abortion influenced by my religion? Partially and partially by my just my own conscience and the fact that, for the most part, I do not believe that life should be taken for granted. I'm actually Googling Richard Griffiths. That way I can actually see what's going on. Oh no, did he die? He died in 2013. Ash, I want to address you, and I will, okay? I understand that I personally am overweight. Yo, when are you going to make t-shirts so we can rock Wandering Wind tees and pick up chicks? The pick up chicks part probably won't happen in my tees, but I will make some merchandise eventually. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get some people to help me with designs, because I can't. But, yes, Ash, I know that I am obese. I know that I am overweight. However, I'm actually trying to do something to help myself by getting the help I need through a medically supervised program through both surgery and also diet, exercise, and accountability. I'm also addressing the psychological issues that got me to this place through therapy and counseling. So I am trying to really manage, and yes, and because of my issues, it's more and more of a struggle some days to actually burn calories, because I've got a problem with my thyroid that doesn't help me any, but it's also with the occupation I've chosen. I have to spend about 8 hours here in the office, so that really takes a good chunk out of my day to possibly do physical exercise, but I am actually exercising. Hey Newt, how you doing tonight? Okay. I didn't actually do any of the research I quoted in that video. I actually cited resources that I used from an article and from those particular sources. I do have a job. I earn a nominal sum working at my church and working with YouTube. I earn enough to have a sizable extra chunk of money every month besides what I'm being awarded from the government for disability at this moment, which I hope to eventually work my way off of. Get mine melted. What? How much do I earn from YouTube? Currently almost about $60 a month, which is not great, but it's a lot better than I was getting even 6 months ago, which was about nothing, all told. I'm able to actually start saving little bits at a time towards future investments and stuff. They don't reuse old pizza. Well, there you go. Who was the guy that did that? I forget who did the documentary that said that they did. But hey, Drunk Thomas Studios, how you doing tonight? Yeah, there you go, Shane. Shane Dawson, you were wrong. Oh well, can't have everything right. Why is everybody so mean tonight? I do not know, Nick. I don't know. But, no, I earn enough from YouTube to start saving back towards the future, and I do see that amount starting to get larger as time goes by. I don't want to ban the haters. They have just as much right to be heard as anybody else. I understand that if they start to get a bit rowdy, I will say something and I will make sure to address the issue, but I'm not going to just ban them outright just because they're mean. How much do I earn at church? That's between me and them. I've actually, I really am not cleared to say that, mainly because their finances are quite sensitive because people do end up being very curious and possibly want to take advantage of that. Looks like a Yeti. Yeah, it is a Yeti. I am not trying to brainwash a single person, and if you think that, I am sorry. I really am. What political candidate would I want for president? Well, at this current moment, I cannot actually say either way because I really don't know enough about these candidates to really say who I would most agree with on their political stances or positions. I mean, to be honest, even standout candidates like Elizabeth Warren or former Vice President Joe Biden seem less desirable and more just, okay, well, there's somebody, which is not the greatest thing in the world. Do I think Richard Griffiths is a viable candidate? I do not know who that is because the only Richard Griffiths I know is the guy that played Vernon Dursley in the Harry Potter films. Gregory, why should we have free money handed out when it costs money to print? Devaluing the money overall and making everyone struggle as a result. The thing is, there's a top 1% of the country, maybe 2% if I'm being very generous, that holds most of the capital of America. And thank you, Kyle. I appreciate you saying nice things. It sounds like Bernie is your pick. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still on the fence about who I would most agree with, and right now I'm just trying to figure out who has positions that I could most live with as the next president, which frankly does not put Trump very high in the anybody know any good mobile games? I'm getting bored of mine, LOL. Not really. Yeah, but don't you realize that by the people having devalued money, the poor will get much poorer? Do you really think any of the other establishment candidates will do anything other than retain the status quo? And to be fair, I don't. How's your career as a voice actor coming along? So far, I haven't heard anything back from the casting call for the one, like, Internet Idol show thing, so I don't know. I'm probably just going to have to keep plugging away at auditions and stuff and see what happens, but for right now I haven't really heard anything moving forward, so it's all up in the air at this point. Yes, this is a Blue Yeti. I got it for 50, 60 bucks on eBay. I was really surprised to find it for that price because usually they're 100 bucks, so I must have gotten a really good deal. Do I have any favorite TikTok trends? Not at the moment right now. What ideologically is there to even to disagree with Bernie on? He's pretty much libertarian socially, and as you said, he wants to address the top 1% wealth situation. It is a fake model of microphone. No, actually, it's the right one because I even downloaded the official Blue Yeti driver software, and it picks this up as the actual Yeti. So if eBay gets a lot of cheap stuff for good prices a lot of times. You can find graphics cards that were $100 a few years ago for like 10 or, well, 20, 25, something like that. So, yeah, depending on the chip. What chip? Oh, flash the chip. Yeah, that can be done. I mean, seriously, I've seen that. Hey, Gibby, how you doing tonight? I don't mean to hate, but we know you have been removing comments, and I would love your videos to be factually based and not toxic to children who have gone through the same condition. I'm doing well. Kind of perturbed tonight. There are a lot of people that are trying to convince me that I'm doing something wrong when I'm really not. Ash Ketchum, I do want to just say personally, I appreciate that you're trying to address what you see as my faults and my, the chinks in my armor. However, how much food in kilograms would you say currently rests in your gut? Maybe a quarter of a kilogram? I'm not sure what the ratio of pounds to kilograms are, but it's about 1/8 to 1/4 of a pound. That's of course accounting for whatever was left of lunch and whatever is still digesting from dinner, because I don't really digest quickly. What are the goals of my channel? Yeah, I know the way people get, but, you know, someone asked me to make a video on it, and I did, and maybe I should have just said, that's not a very, particularly good idea right at this moment. Especially me with, can I rap a freestyle? Not really. I'm not very good at freestyle rap. I'm more of a 125-pound female. Dang. I don't have the clip for that, though. I don't have the Best rap of 2019. I don't know about that, but it was a pretty good one. I managed to make it. But no, the goals of my channel are really just to open people's minds and help them. I did not mean to insult the blind child, okay? I did not mean to insult him. I meant to point out that between the marketing for food channels, for food brands, and the fact that sometimes either the schools or the parents don't monitor the kids' choices closely enough, it's very difficult to really stay on top of the obesity epidemic, both here in America and over in Britain, where it's even more of an issue, where the healthcare system is being taxed so much that even the doctors are starting to band together to say stuff about it. But it's not that I was trying to insult the guy. It was just that I really couldn't understand how something could go on for years and this could get so severe and then it would end up I timed you out, Ash, because I'm not trying to silence you. I'm just trying to defuse the situation to a moderate level rather than everything else. Okay. Guys, I want to be fair. I am by no stretch of the imagination healthy. I am by no stretch of the imagination physically, emotionally, psychologically in my prime or anywhere close to being healthy. I am definitely not the kind of role model you want to cite if you want to be a well-adjusted person in any way. However, I'm trying to address the issues that I can see are causing me to be less than I could be. So I'm just trying to shed light on what could help another person that might be in my situation or might be in the situation I was in. And that's it. I'm not trying to throw shade at anyone. I'm not trying to hate on anyone. I'm just trying to bring awareness. Because let's be honest, this world is so sick. The sugar industry, especially here in America, is so manipulative. You know, these fat-free foods that they put on the shelves, they're not healthy for us either. I thought for years eating fat-free food would actually make me thinner. It didn't. Because guess what fat-free food has in it? A lot more sugar than non-fat-free food. So you're still gaining the same amount of pounds, just in a different form. It's just, the world doesn't make it clear. The world doesn't make, the food industry, the health industry, the fitness industry do not make it clear on how to stay healthy. When people in this day and age don't have the ability to do the research on their own because there are so many sources of information out there. I mean, people say, and I've said this before, that we live in the golden age of information, but sometimes there's too much. Sometimes there's too much information and there's way too many competing sources of wisdom or information or facts or whatever, that at the end of the day, you can't figure out what'll work for you. Gregory, my suggestion is to avoid politics and sensitive topics. I respect you, man, but your channel could be destroyed because of the conflict. I agree. I think I'm going to avoid the topic altogether from now on because, frankly, it's not worth it. What will the personalized videos for patrons this month consist of? Well, I'm working on a behind-the-scenes video for you guys, as well as a couple of previews for music videos I'll be releasing later on in the month. Hey, Slime Lord Vetty, how you doing tonight? How you doing? Glad to see you. You know. Well, yeah, granted, you could go back to the 60s and be marketed healthy cigarettes, but you can also stay in the 2019s and up and be marketed healthy vapes, even though those are how does the fire on your head keep burning? I don't know. I've just suffered from platforms spreading information not researched. I'm sorry. It's okay. I understand. Actually, nobody markets vapes as healthy, you moron. Actually, there have been studies that have said that vapes are healthier than cigarettes, and therefore, yeah. How does the fire in my heart for the wandering wind keep burning? I have no clue. You ought to get that checked. They say heartburn can be early signs of heart disease. Yeah, that one was a bad one. Don't need to avoid sensitive topics, just avoid the haters. You're allowed to have your own opinions. Don't let them silence you. I'm not letting them silence me. I'm just not provoking this sleeping dragon that is the court of public opinion, which frankly convicts you of a crime whether or not you're guilty. I mean, it's just the sheer fact of the presence of the internet, the presence of everyone being able to share their opinions. So then you're messed up either way. Is your Discord dead? No. You know, I'll have to be honest with you. I do not know. I think it's in limbo for right now. I've been trying so hard to bring it back, but there's so few people that are able to or even willing to be active on it more and more. So, Jacob, it's just called playing it smart. Your channel will not grow if you're talking about sensitive and debatable topics, when the goal of your channel is something else. Yeah, that's honest. That's honestly a good thing. Woody X7 is your most faithful subscriber. I wonder where he is today when we need him. I don't know. What's your opinion on his campaign? I haven't heard about him at all, really. I'm old. Tell me what Discord is. Well, it's it's like Facebook, but mainly for gamers. It's basically like the old message boards of yesteryear. How do you think the new updates to YouTube needing you to confirm if you're posting content for children will affect you? To be honest, I don't really post content specifically for children. I mainly post content for young adults and, older adults. Because my main audience is actually within the 18 to 30s something range. So I'm not really thinking that I'm going to be penalized or anything for that, really. So there's not really going to be a, Jacob's not actually hating. He's actually, trying to help. He's one of my oldest supporters. So if he's trying to give me advice, that's not really hating. It's just trying to give his take on things. Yeah, if you want to grow your channel, you may have to filter what you talk. I understand. It's because the way the internet works is that he's not hating. Don't but yeah, I don't know. These days I don't know much of anything. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is, making I mean, I'm trying to put my true self out there without trying to stir the pot, but at the same time, really, he's made a video of him sharing my videos to his university class. Nice. How much weight have you lost in the past 6 months? To be fair, I've lost about 30 pounds. Ish. Which is a lot better than anything I've ever done in the past 3 years previous to that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm trying. I really am. It's not easy, and it's not going to be quick. I'm not going to drop pounds like it's Alex, Ben, please. Please. Not tonight, all right? Want to know how much I gained? Okay. To be honest, who cares? It's not it's not the number, it's how you feel. And if you feel like you want to be healthier, you can be healthier. If you feel like you're okay with where you're at, it's not going to help you with your health, but, you do you. I mean, it's like Tess Holiday or whoever else. I don't agree with them saying that them being at their size is healthy, but I'm not going to tell them that they have to lose the weight if they don't feel that it's an issue for them. I mean, I'm not going to tell someone to change their lifestyle just because I know it's hurting them, because if they don't want to change, I'm not going to make them change. Draw something on the whiteboard. You don't want to see my art skills. They're awful. I can barely draw a circle. It comes out like an irregular shaped turd. Besides, could you clean your walls? To be honest, we're trying to draw a circle like Squidward. Okay. Here's a circle for me. There's my circle. Awful, isn't it? I mean, come on. I can't even draw a circle. It's terrible. It's terrible. No, I seriously, I don't want to, do I have a partner? No, I don't. I prefer females, although I don't hate on anyone who prefers the same sex. Less politics, more drawatics. Okay, how about this? We talk a lot about life, the universe, and everything around us on the channel. Let's get back to that. Let's talk about life. What is the meaning of life? And I'm not going to bring religion into it this time. I do believe in what I believe, but I'm not going to try and shove that in your face if you don't want it. Because frankly, I'm not going to. Benjamin, I'm not going to show your question, but yes, I have. Hey, Demigoddess, how you doing tonight, and how you doing? The meaning of life is, it's a Q&A stream. Others want to know too. I don't know if they want to know something that personal or that traumatic from my past. They don't need to know. I'm good, especially because it's almost the weekend. Amen. Amen. Wandering wind is what? What? But you really don't want to know. You really don't want to know. It's not happy. No, I'm not. I'm not a player. Hey, Dank, how you doing tonight? How you doing? Glad to see you and everybody else. I don't know. You know. So the meaning of life, I think, without being overly religious, is just to bring more good in the world than, no, to leave more good than bad when you leave this world than when you came in. If you can make the world even a percent better, at this time you're going to be up all night. Demigoddess, you're drinking mocha. This, well, it might not be night where they are. Oh, I was about to say they might be across the pond or even further. They might actually might be morning. I've got people all over the place. I've got people from Ireland, Britain, I think I got a Russian guy once. Oh yeah, Nick. Nick's from the 1:54 in the morning. Dang. Oh my gosh. You're not going to sleep at all. Now, for my mom, she likes, used to love coffee. She would drink it at night and she would just get tired. She'd get tired. She wouldn't, she wouldn't stay up. She'd go to bed. I don't know why, wow. Nightlife. But, no, I think the meaning of life is mainly just to make a positive impact, which is what I'm trying to do with my life. If I can make a positive impact on even 100, even one person, I don't care if it's just one, I'll be happy with what I've achieved in life, because frankly, it's not about how much you do, it's what you make of what you've done. I usually stay up till 6 in the morning, then sleep till 9 in the morning, then head to work. Jeez. You really must be a demigoddess to function on 3 hours sleep. Dang. Oh yeah, want to support me every month? You can check out my Patreon for some awesome bonuses for the ones who support me. I've got behind the scenes videos. I've got special polls, special patron-only previews of videos I'm going to be posting later, stuff like that. It's just all kinds of awesome. I've been doing more and more of the patron exclusive stuff lately, and it's really been helping with engagement. Not to mention, for this month only, I'm actually offering a special for those that sign up this month. I'll be giving them a personalized video postcard at the end of the month. So, are you related to Ed Sheeran? Please answer. I am not. I am not related at all to Ed Sheeran. Well, possibly, but it'd be distant. But I get this question a lot. I am nowhere near related to the guy. I have no idea why people, yeah. Okay, I have a question. My girlfriend wants to stay with me, but I'm afraid at college I'm not going to be able to help myself as we are in a long distance relationship. What should I do? She's super mad. I don't want to break up, but want to break up to save her from feeling cheated on if it happens. Well, big nonce. Let's be completely honest. If you feel like you won't be able to remain faithful, it's probably for the best if you just let her go. But I would seriously encourage you to find some way that you can stay strong and not. Yeah. If you can find a way to stay strong and not cheat on her, then that'll usually help a lot with. What's your opinion on homosexuals? Personally, I think it's a little gay. Oh, come on. That was awful, Ben. That was awful. My personal opinion on homosexuals is that they're people too. I don't necessarily agree with their lifestyle. I wouldn't try it for myself, but at the same time, I understand that people are going to make their own choices, and I can't change that about them. And you know what? I love them as they are, no matter who they are. Because no matter how you live your life, you make that life your own. And you make every day special by being who you are. So, there's a really, really, yeah. Oh boy. LMAO, to be honest, I'm the worst influence. Demi-goddess, you're awful. But yeah, I don't agree with the choices they make, but I'm not going to judge them based on that. I'm going to judge them on who they choose to be rather than what they choose to do. Yeah. But no, I'm seriously not worried about whether or not I have friends that are or aren't gay, because that's not the only part of who they are. Who they choose to be and what they choose to do don't have to be the same thing. I mean, it often is to people, but it doesn't have to be. What they choose to do, what you do is not who you are. Woody, be nice. Be nice. How you doing tonight? Who are you asking, Matthew? Me or somebody else? Because if you're asking me, I never dress in drag. And I'm not sure that I would ever do it. would ever do it. Okay, Woody. Big Nonce Bad was Woody's other account, evidently. That's really weird. I didn't know you could have more than, well, yeah, you can have more than one account on here. It's all good. But yeah. Man. Yeah, it's a bit late. It's 9:02. I found you on TikTok. Is there any way you can sing a song for me? It's my favorite song. What is it? Well, Woody, in this situation, I would say just do what you feel is right. Even if it means letting her down easy and trying to go about things in such a way that you don't hurt her. Giant Steps by John Coltrane. Yeah, he's big nonce. He's big nonce. You bring positive vibes, and that's awesome. Thank you, Apex Zombies. You're awesome. I'm thankful that you're positive as well. But no, I don't have all the answers. I just have how I see things, and that's about it. So yeah, I would agree that being in a long distance relationship is very, very painful. A smooth criminal. Dum da da dum dum da da dum dum da da dum dum dum. Dang it! I hate that. I read words and songs pop in my head. It's awful. Letting her down easy is impossible. The whole reason I'm doing this is to let her down easy. She's gonna murder me. I'm a dirty sinner who needs atonement. Oh boy. Wow. If you can't if you can't dance to that, are you even a man? I can't even dance to a slow song. I can maybe do the side shuffle, and that's about it. And even that, I'm horrible at. I have no sense of rhythm. So does that make me not a man? Because if so, that's your opinion. I mean, I tell that to a lot of people. It's like, oh, you're a nonce. Well, what made me start YouTube? A desire to no. Demi, I know you're probably a nice lady. To be honest, I wanted to just be I just wanted to be a positive influence on people. I wanted to bring good into the world. I wanted to do what? Uh, I'm sorry, Demigoddess. That must have been the Stream Elements bot. Let's see. Unban or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm the female version of Jackson. I can dance like I don't know why that was timed out. I have no idea why that was timed out. No clue. But, yeah. Would you ever be interested in converting to Islam? I personally am a Christian, but I heard the word of Allah is very strong and persuading. Opinions? Um, you know, I would never really personally decide to convert to Islam because I've given over so much of my life to God in the way that I have faith. Do I go to church every day? Well, we don't have church every day, but I do pray every day and I go to church every Sunday, every week. Some people go to church every day. There are still congregations that have church meetings every day. Not many in the U.S., but a lot more outside of the U.S. A lot more that have to in order to keep the faith and keep the strength in the face of adversity and persecution from their governments, especially in the countries that absolutely hate the church, which are a lot more than you'd think. Not so much European Christians, but you know. What do? I need an answer from the Lord of Light himself. Well, I don't know whether or not God's going to give you a full answer, but generally, where are you from? I'm from the Miami Valley area of Ohio, so yeah. It's really fun where I'm at. Not really. It's quite boring. That was sarcasm. I don't do that well. Um, but no, Woody, if you can't guarantee that you're going to be completely Matthew, if you had to do stuff like that, I would suggest not going to that particular church. Hey Thomas, how you doing tonight? But no, Matt, I'm assuming that it was the Catholic Church that you were a part of before. Although I shouldn't assume because it could also be many other branches of the faith that have fallen away. So yeah, but yeah. Oh, well, I just know that the Mormons and a few of the others are also kind of strange when it comes to how they actually treat that kind of behavior. But if you still want to find faith in something greater than yourself, then find a different denomination. Find a church that you can feel comfortable in. Whether it's, I mean, I personally wouldn't recommend the Mormons. They're kind of. Is it possible for you to sing the Ed Sheeran song? Oh, you mean Shape of You? Why not? I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too, I'm in love with your body. And last night you were in my room, and I would bet she'd smell like you every day, discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. I have a question to make. Do you settle for a... I don't look at looks because, frankly, I'm not looking to date right now, so, you know, I've got a lot more going on in my life than social stuff, so frankly, I can't focus on dating right now. I thought of becoming Buddhist, but then I learned they couldn't levitate like I thought, so I decided not to join. Oh, good Lord. Matt, you're funny. Oh yeah, we can levitate, sir, right? Right. You know, Matt, I don't know what to say because frankly, this is between you and whoever you view God to be. So slick that hair back, rib your shirt down to your abs. What abs? Put on a freshly ironed shirt and you'll be ready for any woman. I thought of becoming Muslim, but then Ben, that was awful. And we're only one day out from the day that nobody likes to talk about. And you're already making jokes. Ben, I do not approve. It would be funny to a lesser. It would be funny to a lesser man, but I am not a lesser man. That was not funny. Yeah, Muslims don't have bacon. That's the only thing I can think of is how sad they must be. Will God forgive me? God forgives everything. Knock, knock. Who's there? FBI, open up. Old joke. Old joke. Barbie. Barbie who? Barbecue. Oh my God. That's an old joke. But no, what got me started as a YouTuber was just wanting to help people and wanting to make them feel better and wanting to provide a bit of positivity in light of all the negativity that's going on. I'm not agnostic. I'm actually a Christian. Okay, here's the thing. Agnosticism is admitting there could be a God, but saying, I don't have enough information to know either way. Atheism is saying, I know there's a God, but I don't care. And theism is belief in God. So that's the Christians, the Muslims, the Jews, all those. If you believe in a higher power, you're a theist. If you don't, you're either agnostic or atheistic. Knock, knock, who's there? What now, Ben? What now? I'm about to start calling you Wes Craven because you're so darn... Aw, that's... Ben, that's awful. I believe that we should save the Earth. Yeah, I agree. We should. We should save the earth. I mean, I don't want to. It was awful. Okay. Knock, knock. Who's there? Ben says retarded cow goes. What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Woody. I have no idea. Oink. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, please support the stream with a donation if you can. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's wrong. That's wrong. Oh, that's horrible. Woody, that's awful. And it doesn't even have an even number of syllables, so it doesn't work. But I guess, you know. Oh my God. That's awful, even just whispering it. It's awful. Oh. Okay, I'm getting tired. I'm probably gonna. A vegan told me that selling meat was nasty. Well, I would tell the vegan that tofu's nasty, so we're even. I can't stand tofu. It's ugh. Woody, are we friends? Mm. Oh my gosh. Oh, Matthew, you're awful. You're awesome and awful. Oh my gosh, you're funny. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to get ready to go and relax for the night. Get ready to go to bed. It's late and I'm really starting to get tired. I thank you guys so much for staying up with me, for those of you that are across the pond. By the way, hello, Governor. Wait, no. Hello, Governor. Prayers to Ben's uncle who died in 9/11. Okay. And for everyone. Lord, we know you give peace to those who need it. And we just ask that you would give peace to those that perished that horrible day, and give peace to those families that lost loved ones that day, because frankly, war never changes. And the world will never change the way it is. It'll always be dark and horrible, but you know, one day we'll have peace again. We thank you for the peace you give, and we ask all these things in your name. Amen. Hey, be nice, Woody. Be nice. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Yeah, I don't remember the rest of the song, though. I don't like 9/11 jokes because I had to wade through blood and bones trying to find my brother. Turns out he was in Canada. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, layer cake's right. Um. Ew. Woody, don't be mean, nasty. Also, I want to ask, what's your opinion on people with Down syndrome? I think they should be. Damn. I'm supposed to be the better man and get on that. Why? Ben, your humor is dark. Woody, no. No, Woody. No, Woody. No. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great night. I'm going to go ahead and go. What's the difference between Batman and Black? I don't know what. We'll end the stream after this. That was just awful. What is going on? Why? Anyway, yeah, seriously, dude. What the heck? What the heck? That was awful. That was awful. Anyway, oh, thank you for subbing and liking. You have a wonderful evening, guys. Anyway, and I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things that you'll want to talk about. I will too, because it's you I like. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Please stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Choose kindness, not hatred. And always, always put good, not bad, into the world.